everyone, Rosie here. Today we have a 5v5 Gunslinger versus NTA, which is new Team Asteroid. Um, we have double Mulligan like usual, but we also have a one clan per person rule. So basically, say right now we have Sky, who's using shadows, and who is the other guy?
Weasel.
Weasel using shadows. However, that's okay because they're on different teams. If, say, Shadow lost and the next person use shadows.
Basically, we're not going to see Shadow Paladins again from any other team members on either side because this is happening now.
Yep. I need to write this down.
Also, to note, there are no mixed clans, so we don't have to worry about rule jumbles, and the clans are determined by the starter. So even if mixing was alright, no one else could use a Shadow Paladin starter. So, Weasel just showed his hand, showing that he's using a Drag Ruler Revenger variant.
Sounds like fun.
And we just have to see what Sky can do against that. Didn't get damage because it was one to pass, and he didn't get the one. But to be honest, Shadow Paladins kind of benefit from having damage, so...
The grade ones.
G1 Rush, even though we know he has a 3 already.
Hey, look, another grade one.
And with that, the other one wouldn't have been able to hit anyway, because 7k. And now we have Mordred Phantom. Blast of Dark. So by calling that unit in the rear, even if he tries to guard, any triggers will go to the rear.
That's one. There's two.
And that's another, so he heals off this. Also, he gets the counterblast one, move Judge Bound to the soul, and bring out, or he could totally not do that. Alright, that's an option too, I guess.
I think we all just got confused here.
I'm gonna hope there's a reason behind it.
Always hope. Always hope. Oh boy.
And Swordbreaker, so he's gonna get Soul Blast and draws.
That power doesn't actually go because they're called at rest.
Yeah, and even if it did, it's still not enough to actually hit. Because of the trigger.
Right. I'm really confused.
And now Sky just wants to build his hand. I mean, there's technically a benefit to this because he does know that because of the unit that he put in the Vanguard, he knows that Weasel wants Limit Break eventually. And now he has full field.
All of them grade ones, but still hits.
Well, he discarded Drag Ruler Phantom. We have to assume that he's going to Drag Ruler Phantom later, and if he does, he can just retire those to do damage.
Okay, have you noticed that every single one of Sky's damage, like entire
has
game,
been a critical.
What the hell?
And the sad thing is he's healing them, so if he does Legion later, then that's gonna come into play. If I was Sky, I would Counterblast one and retire.
Nor not.
Well, if it was me, I would probably retire.
What would you retire?
Masquerade.
I probably would too.
Just because that makes a 16k column.
That's one.
And he gives it to rear. He didn't get the second one, so it's good. Now this hits. And he can't intercept, by the way, so he has no reason to attack rear guards unless he wants to give Weasel a chance to rearrange his stuff.
Yep. I was gonna laugh if he took the damage and was a fucking critical again.
Well, he's taking damage now,
Holy
so
hell,
find out.
all of these goddamn draw triggers. I like a finally non-trigger damage.
Well, you can't get them all, and he doesn't want him to go to limit break yet.
This is an interesting match, to say the least. Wait.
It's hard to say who has advantage in this situation, and now for some reason, he's just going in.
There goes the masquerade.
I mean, this is where I have to wonder, is he actually going to... Well, that was guarded, which means he wants to keep that.
He's probably gonna judge bow. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what he's gonna bring out, but
It depends on if he has Swordbreaker Angel in the deck. If he does, he's probably going to call one and then call Dorant. If he doesn't have any, he's probably going to call Dorant and another 7k.
what is that?
It is the 10k booster for Phantom units.
Oh, interesting.
Soul Blast 1, it gains 6k when boosting a Phantom unit,
I see.
which is Mordred Phantom, Drag Ruler Phantom, or
The
Phantom
Phantom
Blast.
yeah, Phantom Blaster or whatever.
Or Phantom Blast or anything.
Well, Abyss is what I was thinking of.
It works for Abyss and all the others as well.
Right, it does. Interesting.
Because they all have Phantom in their name.
Strange world we live in. I don't know what to think about this, because the damage is roughly the same. The hands are a little different. The field is almost the same.
The field is nowhere near the same.
It's a little near the same.
The only reason why I say it's nowhere near the same is just because of
The grade ones.
those are all grade ones and there are actually like bad columns as a result.
Well, other than the masquerade one, the masquerade one can at least hit.
So I'm expecting to see a Revenger, Phantom Blaster, Abyss. He has to have a grade 3 by now. Yeah,
There it
it
is.
is.
Counterblast 1,
It
call
would
a
be
Zane.
impossible for him to not have a grade 3 by this point. He gets the unflip because Blaster Dark Revenger. Now he can Legion. And there's a Blaster Dark Abyss in there, so it could.
The Blaster Dark also gets 5k.
Yeah, it gains an extra 5,000.
Just want to make sure we don't forget about that.
One, two, three, four, all triggers. I hope he has another Phantom. I hope he has another Blaster Dark Abyss.
There it is.
And he does. Okay. I had to be sure because I was counting and that was his fourth.
Mm-hmm. He does know the thing gets power, right?
I believe he does, but he hasn't added it yet. I want to believe he does.
Okay. Okay, there's the power.
Okay, he added it.
almost
He waited, but he added it.
almost had a heart attack there.
Okay, so he's gonna do this. How do you say it?
Strangely?
No, he's doing it. He's doing it. Spectral Duke style, where he's attacking with all the rears, then attacking unboosted, so he can restand boosted with more power.
I see. Good news is you got a trigger for that.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Restand. He took out both of his intercepts
Yeah,
actually.
he did.
I guess because he wants to use Doran to unflip later.
That's the only thing I can think of.
And then perfect guard. So the hand difference just got massive.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cards in Skylimitz hand. That's a lot of cards.
I think he has guard.
I think he has guard. If he doesn't have guard, I'm gonna have a problem.
I'm gonna have questions.
We're going to have all of
Italy.
the questions. By the way, I
And right
can't.
now, Weasel is getting rid of all of his non-revengers on the field. So he doesn't have any conflicts of what to retire.
And he's
And
doing
he's
it
attacking with the
reverse.
Vanguard first.
He's doing it the reverse style.
Well, the reason he attacked with Vanguard first is because the other side can't hit anyway.
Right.
Yeah, that 10k attack can't hit an 11k Vanguard,
Yeah,
so
I was like, why isn't he? Oh, he has to retire something. Herp. 21, 31. Still not, still passing. 30, 41. That's two
that's
pass.
2 pass.
That's one. And he just double triggered.
He got 3 heals in a row, and he really thought he was gonna get a 4th trigger.
That's pretty insane. For any of you who just wonder what the fuck just happened, it's just a cheat way to get that power to go down.
He just wanted to change the power without actually
Changing the
doing
power.
the way.
Well, there's the unflip.
So Dorant will unflip as soon as he remembers. Okay, he unflipped.
Just for record, you should unflip before you do that crap. Never mind, he's redoing this. You unflip. There you go. And then you call other shit. Thank you. Because people will have a fuss over that.
I don't think the unflip is. I think it's required. Yeah, the unflip is required. So
That's
people can't
funny.
really have a fuss about it.
I mean, it's just the fact that people get fussy when it's not done when it's done.
So a critical,
Even if it's
no way.
required.
Heal trigger.
That's one.
He hadn't chosen to attack Vanguard. Now we know he doesn't have more perfect guards in
We've
hand, but
got an issue here, though.
of what?
Both people are down to 10 cards in a deck.
Yeah, well, Weasel's
never
about to
mind.
Legion again,
Legion.
but that also gives him, well,
It gives him the
no, he's
extra
not gonna.
drive checks, which means...
No, it doesn't, because he needs to counterblast 2 for that.
Oh, shit. So unless he pulls out a Dorant...
Unless he Dorans, he's not gonna be able to do. He's not gonna be able to restand.
I wonder if he
So
notices
this is
that.
completely just to put triggers back in deck.
Looks like it.
As well as to not deck out, because that's
Well,
kind of important.
yeah, that's really important, but he only put 2 cards back so far, and he just kind of stopped.
It's because he's probably looking to see how many Blaster Dark Abysses he has out of deck.
Well, he
so
said he was lagging
out.
earlier, so it might be that.
Well, that too. I would assume he's counting his Blaster Dark
I would
Revenge.
like to assume it's not a DC.
Well, if it is...
That kind of helped. It still bothers me, though, if we get a win because of a DC. Please don't DC.
Well, Skylimitz hasn't.
Okay. Oh. Screen
Oh,
frozen?
his screen froze. So I guess he
So-
almost DC'd. He didn't DC, but he almost DC'd.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Alright, he's back. I cannot... I mean, I have a heart attack, but it's okay. Oh my god. Well, he's not gonna do the thing because he doesn't have the unflip.
He can't unflip, so he's not gonna get all the battles. But he did return triggers, or at least I think he did.
He returned... Oh boy. Handedly... Okay, he sent... Trigger...
Okay, so perfect guard,
Grade 1... Grade
perfect
2,
guard,
and a perfect guard.
grade 1, and critical?
Yeah. Critical,
Weird.
grade 1, grade 2, and a perfect guard.
That is strange.
That is very strange, because there's a lot of other triggers he could have put back.
And just kind of decided not to.
Yeah, there's 3 draw triggers in there. Oh, maybe that's why.
I guess he didn't want to put the draw triggers back. That would make sense.
Because he's almost already out of deck. If he gets draw triggers, he's going to deck himself out.
Yeah. So he wants all those draw triggers to just not be there, I would assume.
What is this? Oh,
He's deciding if he wants to use Marquette,
Mac art?
which he really shouldn't.
He
Yeah,
really
Mac-Art.
shouldn't. He's almost out of deck as it is.
Realizing the situation, Sky decides to do it this way. I mean, in a way, it feels like he's trying to thin out his deck, so it's...
Alright, there's that extra counterblast. Not that it matters now.
McCart says you can search for up to 1, so I'm guessing he just decides to search for 0.
Yep, that's a critical.
So critical, all that's a Vanguard, and a second check. So now Counterblast 2, retiring 3.
I would retire the 2 Dorants and something.
No, he wants to keep a Dorant in case he wants to unflip.
Alright, and Weasel guards.
He perfect guarded, so... Perfect guard and heal trigger. Heal trigger that doesn't heal.
Can you know the Vanguard actually rest, please? Thank you.
As if they heard you.
As if they heard! This is amazing.
So now we're getting another Re-Legion. They're trying so hard to not deck out.
They're trying so hard to end it and not die. Battle heal.
That's how hard they're trying to end it.
Battle
That's how
heal.
hard they're trying to end it. Heal trigger.
Heal trigger. That's actually a really good trigger, though.
Yeah, because it means that he doesn't have to guard, which is good because he can't. Not only can he not afford damage, he can't guard
36. That's a 2 pass. Never mind. That's a no pass. That's a way no pass. What are you doing?
That's beyond a no pass.
That's beyond a no pass. You could save that 5k because you have that trigger. You could have saved that trigger. I mean that card.
Shit.
Oh, hi.
I'm back.
Well, we're almost done, except Skylimitz overguarded really bad.
So. Alright.
This is
Unfortunately, at this point, Skylimitz might have put himself into a... Oh, never mind.
What the fuck is this match anymore? 1 trigger.
He needs to put a Blaster Dark in there.
Yeah, he does.
He has 1 in drop, so he can do
2
it.
triggers. There's the Blaster Dark.
Blaster Dark. And what's the other
And
card?
trigger.
Another heal. Trigger, Blaster Dark, trigger.
Wait, who won? What?
We're still in the match, hon.
We're still in match 1.
Okay, I was like gonna freak out a little bit because
What is that card?
I just got here.
When this unit boosts, if you have
When it boosts
Blaster
Blaster Dark, Revenge, or Abyss, it gains 4k. With the 10k attacker for that specific unit,
So basically, if that was behind Vanguard.
it would be a 10k booster.
Right.
So it comes
Heal
to
trigger.
this. Well, if Sky crits, he could end it. There's the
There's
crit.
the critical.
So it depends on if...
Come on.
It depends on if
If
Weasel has guard. Which technically he shouldn't.
I
Unless
really
he has
hope he doesn't.
another perfect guard somehow.
21.
21,
31.
41,
41.
2 pass.
That's a 2 pass. That's 1.
Heal.
What are you fucking? Wow.
It's
There
been
is
a
so
long
much
match.
going on in
Yes,
this.
there it is! And it's a critical!
Damn.
Fuck
That is
yes!
the end of game.
There we go!
Damn.
Game 1 goes to
There
Sky.
we
That was a
go.
good match.
I kind of can't. I know I admittedly came in on this late
You
because
really
I
came in on
had
this
to.
late.
There was a lot of Re-Legions, a lot of strange moves,
I
and
saw a
really
bunch of heal
big hands.
triggers.
Alright.
I saw a bunch of heal triggers.
So we're going on to the next match. We'll see
On
y'all
to game
soon.
2.